Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to be making part 2 of changing the suspension on my demo car. This is a Buick Century, and I'm going to be swapping the suspension on this car, and I'm in the process of actually doing that right now. So here we go. So today in part 2, I now have the suspension parts that I traded for a great deal. Put in the core charge with the other struts and spindles, and I got the new suspension. And it's clean, and people who sold it to me were great people, other fellow demo drivers actually, and just pretty good people. He gave me a great deal on them. So thanks to them, they actually watched the channel. They might watch this video, I don't know, but so if you guys do not recognize these spindles and strut assemblies, this setup, this assembly right here, is from a Chevy Lumina or any of those first gen W bodies. This is the setup assembly right here. And I'll tell you from not exactly personal experience, but because I've never actually ran these before, but I've never really seen these bend. And also, I cannot even start to explain how much heavier this assembly is than the other one was, with everything the same, just so much heavier. It's got to be at least 20 pounds, at least 20 pounds. But a lot of changes are going to need to be made in order to fit these on correctly. First, we're going to have to change the lower ball joint, because under here, that's the lower ball joint right there for the Lumina. This is the Lumina lower ball joint, and this is the Buick Century one. You could see that this lower ball joint is connected to the controller arm itself. This one is not. We're going to be using this one, but we're actually going to modify this right here, this right here, in order to actually drill drill a hole through a plate that we're going to build for the lower controller arms, so we could bolt this up to the lower controller arms. It's going to be a pain, and it's not going to be easy. It's going to be kind of a pain in the butt, actually. And really, most stock shows do not let you swap suspension, but what I'm going to isn't exactly stock, as you guys can see. I have a ton of welding. I got big bumper and stuff like that, but and they allow me, in my rules, to change the suspension. So that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. This suspension change is going to make this car so much tougher, I think. Only reason that's sitting out further is because the lower control arm isn't holding it in. Here we got the 3 bolts, nuts, that hold on the top of the strut. And I did have to modify these bolt patterns a little bit so it could fit. You can see that there's a little gap right there. Whoop. There's a little gap right there, and I had to drill, as you guys can see from all the metal shavings, a little further to the left, about 1/4 of an inch, in order to make all these 3 fit into the hole. It was very close. It was pretty easy to do. And we got the other side pretty soon to go in, but we're going to have to measure this in order to get a correct plate size and everything like that in order to make the plates, so it can connect to these lower control arms here. It's going to be kind of a pain in the butt, huge pain in the butt, and to be honest, it's not really worth it if you're going to be going to a very stock show. Even if they do let you in the first place change your suspension, it might just not be worth it. I mean, I would definitely recommend just trying to find these steel spindles I have for this car. But reason why I got rid of these is because one of them is bent. This one right here is sort of bent, just barely. And at least we think it's bent. Still not totally sure. It really does not look that bent. Can't really see where it bent either. But it's got to be just a very, very slight bend in order to make it be like that. But that's about it for this video, guys. So basically the next update will probably be building the plates and making this fit. I am going to be changing the inner tie rods and the outer tie rods because they're not exactly good anymore. Yeah, no good. And that one's already busted up and bent and messed up pretty good, and it's just not going to last very long. The other side's pretty much fine actually, but it's just not worth running it. I already got the new parts for it, so I'm just going to install it. But that's pretty much it. Wow, it got dark in here. But that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Hope you guys liked this video. I will have more parts coming, and hopefully you stay tuned to watch them, if, of course, you're interested, because, like I said, many stock shows do not let you change the suspension like this. So, see you guys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye-bye, everybody.